This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. Ann and Rachel Realtors, the hometown real estate team that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your needs, and your dreams. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text them today at 847-946-6654. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
Welcome back into the main gym here at Jacobs High School. Here for the 2024 edition of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. We're here for Game 6 today. And I am Dylan Machashik. I'm joined by my dad for our second game today, Marty Machashik. We got a matchup between the Grant Bulldogs and the Naperville North Huskies. What are you looking for today?
Well, interesting matchup. Grant, which has been a team that's been here for a number of years, against Naperville North, a new team here to the Hinkle. Naperville North, the last 13 years, has been at the York Jack Tosh Classic. Naperville North, they're the 6th seed, come in at 6-3, but they lost last night to Mattia Valley 59-43. Grant 5-5, but they've won 4 of their last 5. Both teams also a little shorthanded. Grant, interestingly enough, during this stretch has been without, during their stretch where they've gone 4-1, they've been without Landon Enters, their star senior guard who tore an ACL, and Naperville North is going to be without their leading scorer, Max Steele, their most experienced returnee from last year because of a concussion. They'll be without him for the tournament.
Number 3, Demarion Smith with a dribble drive. He kicks out to Braylon Gray. Over to Matt LeClaire for Grant. Taken away by number 11, Antonio Brown for Naperville North. And he'll get an open look in transition. Gets it to go immediately. Antonio Brown, a steal and a 3-point basket, and Naperville North will come out in a 1-2-2 press.
Yeah, they play the ball press, and it's something they've really been successful with this year. They're not very big, and they've already forced 2 turnovers, and we're only 38 seconds in.
That was turned over by Demarion Smith. Couldn't handle the pressure of the press. As Brown will inbound to Miles Aucoin. He's joined by Jack Zitko, Carson Laughlin, and Will Harvey in the starting lineup for Naperville North. As now Laughlin will try his luck from deep. No good. Rebounded by Schlick. He'll give off to Braylon Gray, the guy to watch for the Grant Bulldogs. Braylon Gray with it now. To Smith. Dribble drive. Kicks out Schlick from deep. Long, rebounded by Grant. Grant gets it back there. LeClaire got it off the tip. Smith with a dribble drive. Floater, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the big number 22, Will Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey was the starting left tackle on the football team that made the Class 8A playoffs.
Aucoin, bounce pass down to Zitko. He couldn't get the mid-range jumper to fall. Gray up ahead to Schlick. Back to Schlicht.
Schlicht, only a sophomore, tremendous athlete though. He can dunk and he's barely 6 feet tall.
Matt LeClaire with it on the wing. There's Brandon Wolkowitz. Over to Braylon Gray. Braylon Gray spin move. And we'll get an offensive foul, a charging call on Braylon Gray, as it was Will Harvey who took the charge. And some quick turnovers here from the Grant Bulldogs, not even 2 minutes in.
Braylon Gray has really stepped up with enters out. He's averaged about 18 a game in that stretch. But he was all-tournament here last year, and also he was Mundelein Thanksgiving all-tournament.
As that is Zitko again from deep, no good. Rebounded by Harvey, and he gets the layup to go. A 5-0 lead here for the Huskies. Smith will also get a charging foul. It's Harvey again, taking his second charge in about the span of 30 seconds.
Well, Harvey, just like football, like a lineman, showing he's not afraid to get in there and take some hits and deliver some hits too.
Coin over to Laughlin, back to a Coin. Easily breaking the Bulldogs' little stunt press. A Coin with it. He'll give it to Zitko. Now Brown. A Coin. Gray guarding on him. Smith will come up to guard him now. Ooh, dangerous pass there as Zitko knocks down the mid-range pull-up. A very sloppy bounce pass, but it ends up working in the Huskies' favor. Gray with it. Kicks to the corner. Wolkowitz didn't want to take it. Schlitz three is no good. And it will be a shooting foul as Matt LeClaire got the offensive rebound and went up for the layup.
And Grant right now really struggling to get into their offense against this ball pressure from Naperville North.
LeClaire at the line, shooting 2.
LeClaire will shoot 2 foul shots. First one is no good.
Naperville North coach Gene Nolan, he's in his 25th year now, 7th year here at Naperville North. He was at Marist on the Chicago South Side for 18 years. He's won almost over 425 games and just was inducted into the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame earlier this year.
Some high coaching pedigree as LeClaire missed both free throws, and now Zitko will try from the corner. No good, rebounded by Braylon Gray. He falls down, but he gets it off to LeClaire, and he'll get it back, and Grant will look to break this press. Smith with it to Schlick. Now back to Gray. Smith dribble drive, floater again, short. Rebounded by Laughlin. He gives to Brown. Brown with it. Pressured by Gray, almost took it away. Laughlin didn't want to shoot the three there. He'll give it back to Zitko. Coin thought about it. Now he'll shoot the tough floater.
Wow.
Miles Coin gets the off-balance floater to go with about 3 defenders around him. And Grant will take a timeout, down 9-0 here with 3:52 to go in the opening period.
Well, and so far Naperville North's first trip here to Jacobs going very well. Grant obviously needs to get some rhythm and get some things going, get some better shots offensively. We spoke about Gene Nolan, Wayne Bosworth in his 16th year at Grant. His alma mater, one of the best players in school history. I believe he's still the leading career scorer in history. Also got his 200th win career a few weeks ago. So another guy who's done a great job up at Grant. And this is a good one for them because they are a 4A school, even though the Northern Lake County Conference that they're in is primarily 3A schools. As a 4A school, they're going to play those 4A teams in the state tournament, so they want to play teams like this to get ready, for late February.
This first quarter action is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. Grant will have possession of the ball out of the timeout. Gray tried to find Schlick on the pass down low. Almost turned it over. He'll get it back up top. Wolkowitz with it. Back to Gray. LeClaire Naperville stunting a trap here, but they're really just playing one guy on ball pressure. As Gray went to the middle, and they'll call a reach and foul there on Harvey.
Fouls on Husky number 3, Laughlin.
Or actually, it was on Carson Laughlin. They're giving him a push. As Wolkowitz will inbound for the Bulldogs. Gets to Leclerc in the corner. He's got to be careful of the trap as it was poked away by a coin. He thought it was Naperville North basketball, but it will stay with the Bulldogs. Smith gets it out of the inbound to Gray. Gray dribble drive. Corner 3 from Leclerc, no good. Rebounded by Schlicht. He gets the put back to go. And Grant is finally on the board after almost 6 minutes of scoreless basketball.
Yeah, they really needed to get, even though it was off a miss, they needed something there to get going.
Zitko out to Laughlin. The 3 is no good as Harvey's down low fighting for the rebound, and we'll have a jump ball.
Husky basketball.
Will Harvey has clearly made his presence felt early.
Number 13, Jake Victor.
As number 13, Jake Victor will come in for Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Harvey is clearly not afraid to mix it up in there. He's taking charges, getting in on the offensive glass.
As we have a offensive foul, an illegal screen on Laughlin. That's his second of the game already. And so the Huskies will give it to Grant when, they had the ball under the hoop of Grant. They were in a pretty good spot to score. Gray with it. Grant really looking to find a way to score with this zone defense of Naperville North. Gray, bounce pass to the corner. Smith, floater again, finally gets it to go. About his third attempt on the floater here in the first quarter, and he gets the third one to go.
And Smith has been a big part of what they've done here in the last 5 games without enters. He's averaged 13 points a game in that stretch. So they need him to get going with some shots like that.
The coin with it. Gray up top guarding him, putting some pressure on him. Gives it to Laughlin. There's Victor with it. Over to Zitko. Zitko couldn't handle the pass. He gives it back down to Victor. And they're going to get him for an offensive foul. Tried to back down Wolkowitz. And, I don't know if he sold it a little bit or not. It's been hard to tell in these last few games, but he got the call regardless.
He definitely did a nice job there, but he was in position. And, again, I think Grant is starting to feel a little better about, being back in this game here.
Cameron Houghton replaces Wolkowitz for the Bulldogs. Jamarian Smith with it. Crossover move, gets his defender to fall. Bounce pass down low to Leclerc. They're going to say it's off Leclerc's leg, and it's going the other way for the Huskies. Leclerc can't believe it.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a good look for a layup. It was a nice pass. Again, though, at least they're starting to find some better looks and some better action on offense.
McCoy will look to bring it up for the Huskies. Gives over to Laughlin, who gives it to Victor. Back to Laughlin as they break the press pretty easily, which they really had no trouble with so far. As a 3 is shot by Acoin, and it's hit. Miles Acoin from deep, and it's a 12-4 lead for the Huskies with 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. Smith over to Gray. Gray, dribble drive floater, air ball, rebounded by Laughlin. Here comes Acoin pushing it ahead. Gray out guarding him. The Huskies have really had no issue with this little stunt trap that Grant runs. It doesn't seem like they really trap out of it at all.
No, it really hasn't affected them offensively. They're getting into what they want to do.
Acoin spins, passes down low to Laughlin. He's blocked by Houghton. A lot of contact. Both of them went down. Both are all right. No foul call. As Victor with it down low, Houghton on him. Laughlin. Zitko on the drive, kicks out to Victor. And Laughlin will get it back up top. Acoin will slow it down. 25 seconds left in the opening frame. It looks like the Huskies are looking for the last shot here, up 8. Acoin drives. Gives it back out to Victor. And yeah, they'll slow it down here. 10 seconds to go. A coin with it on the left wing. Smith up pressuring him. 5 seconds. He's got to make a move. Kicks out. Laughlin, good look. No good. And that'll bring it close to the first quarter as Laughlin could not get the 3 to go. A 12-4 lead here. 8-point lead for the Naperville North Huskies. And, you know, Grant just can't really get anything going with that trap defense of Naperville, it seems.
Yeah, that ball press is really working well for Naperville, and they got a lot of energy for a team that had to play last night and lost last night in a tough conference game against one of their rivals, Mattea Valley.
And don't forget that this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Yeah, definitely a slower start than the game we had, you know, before a little bit, but really just kind of a struggle for Grant so far to really move the ball and get anything going.
Yeah, it really is. And then as I think Naperville North they're getting some of the looks they want. Just not all of them falling. They've gotten a few, but Will Harvey has made a huge difference for them. The football, the left tackle who taken a couple charges, gotten a couple big rebounds. He's got a basket. And it looks like for Naperville North, again, a team that they lost 12 seniors from last year, that it really is, they're not going to rely on one guy for their scoring.
Right. What do you need to see? What do you think Grant needs to do to really get it going here offensively against this trap?
Well, one of the big things is, you know, Braylon Gray has only taken one shot. He hasn't been able, and I know he's out right now, so you know, need to get him. And the times they got it, you know, looked like they were going to get some good looks around the basket, but I think it's also probably a little patience, being strong with the basketball, and you know, and penetrating a little bit too, like right there.
Smith was fouled on the drive. Coach Nolan really couldn't believe the call at all. Seems like Grant kind of playing a little out of control with the basketball here at times. Obviously, they got the two charging foul, turnover fouls early. As now Smith has it. He'll drive and take it to the rim. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Huskies. Brown, pass ahead to Harvey. Nice catch. As Wolkowitz dove on the floor, I don't know if he fell, but it certainly got in the way of Harvey. As Grant goes the other way, and it's tipped out of Schlick's hands, and it will stay with the Grant Bulldogs.
And the thing for Grant, too, is they have played some pretty tough competition already, so this is not unusual for them. They played Warren, they played Mundelein, which beat Stevenson. They've played Cary Grove, which is one of the top seeds here and already won. They played Deerfield, which is having a really nice year.
Schlick on the floater, gets it to go. Charles Schlick with 4 points. He's got 4 of Grant's 6 points so far. A coin with it for the Huskies. Finds Brown in the middle. That is number 10, Jacob Ryan, in for the Huskies. Brown with it. He kicks out to Ryan. Ryan back to Brown. Brown on the drive, kicks out. Zitko from corner, no good. He can't get the corner 3 to go. Wolkowitz with it, he'll push it ahead to Schlick. Schlick down low to Houghton. Houghton, pump fake by Leclerc. 3, rims in. Almost rolled out for Leclerc, but the 3 is good. And he cuts the deficit to 3 points. And the Grant Bulldogs are right back in it, making it a one-possession game.
There you go, and now they're getting a little more active defensively. It looks like they're kind of getting a little more energy, a little more excitement on the defensive end after falling behind 9-0 to start the game.
Wolkowitz was called for the foul there on the reach. Kind of a tough C there, as Carson Laughlin will check back in for Jack Zitko. And a coin will bring it up. Over to Ryan. He'll give to Brown. The Huskies still at 12 points, haven't scored yet here in the second quarter. Laughlin with it, gives to Ryan. Ryan searching, he gives to a coin. LaCoin, dribble drive, gets to the lane, gets the layup to go, the right-handed finish for Miles LaCoin, and he extends the lead back up to 5 for the Huskies.
Yeah, nice take by a coin there. He's got 7 of their 14.
LeClaire throws it away, gives it right back to Ryan. Here's a coin. Can't get the transition layup to fall, but we got a foul. They'll say a foul on the shot, I believe on the putback. And it will be on Matt LeClaire as Antonio Brown will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. His first free throw is good.
Checking into the game for the Bulldogs.
As Braylon Gray will come back in, replacing Matt LeClaire. He certainly has to get going for this Grant offense.
Definitely, yeah. They got to get him some shots. He's got to get moving. He's got to get. They really need him in this, to get back in this game.
Brown's second free throw is no good. Schlick on the other end gets the layup to fall. Charles Schlick, 6 points here for Grant.
Schlick, he really looks good for a sophomore. He looks like he's going to be a real good player here for Grant for the next few years.
Brown on the drive, bounce pass off to Harvey. The layup is good. Some contact there, but he gets the layup to go, no call. And Smith will bring it up for the Bulldogs. Dribbles into a trap immediately. Over to Schlick, Schlick from deep. No good, rebounded by Harvey as it was batted around a little bit there. He comes out with it. Here comes a coin. Crossover move, gets into the lane, pull-up jumper, no good. Howland on the board, he kicks it ahead to Gray. Gray, nifty layup, gets it to go.
Nice, that's what they needed there. That's what they needed.
Gray with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, I got a replay of this too.
Foul on Husky number 4, O'Keefe. His first.
Looking like Kyrie Irving there with the ball movement on the way up. Drawing the contact and finishing through it. And he'll look to get 3 points and cut this deficit to 3 for the Bulldogs.
I think Grant's doing a nice job. They're hanging in there, I think, and if you get Gray going, that could be a huge thing for them.
The coin will bring it up for the Huskies. Only a 3-point lead for them now. They had a 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It's been quickly vanquished. A coin had a good look, passed it up, kicks out. There's Zitko from the corner again. He finally gets it to go. Jack Zitko has been flirting with that corner 3 ball. Finally gets one to fall. Smith with it. Up ahead to Schlick. Smith over to Wolkowitz. Now to Gray. Schlick thought about it. Gives it down low to Gray. Knocked away. Wolkowitz with it. He'll find Gray down low. Kick out to Marion Smith. Floater rims out. He sure likes getting to that floater.
Yeah, it just looked like it was a little, not quite on balance as much as he could have been there.
A coin with it now. Gives it to Laughlin. Over to Brown. A coin will try from way deep. No good. Rebounded, saved by Brown. Harvey gives it up to Zitko, who throws it away. I guess some miscommunication there, but some good hustle there from Antonio Brown as Rizwan Zubair will check in for Miles LeCoin, his first action of the game.
And Cameron Houghton inbounding the ball here. He's really given them Grant some nice minutes too, hustling, some good rebounds, done some good stuff to help them get back in this game.
Gray with it, over to Houghton. Back to Gray, he'll try his luck from deep. Air balls.
Out of bounds.
Had a good look at it, maybe a little bit too far behind the line, but clearly confident in shooting it. But he had nothing but air. 3:05 left to go here in the first half. A 6-point lead for the Huskies, 20-14. Knocked away by Grant. Gray with it now. 3-on-2 fast break. He gives off to Houghton. And he gets the layup to fall. Grant's press starting to make its presence known here cutting Naperville North's lead to 4 now.
Again, they just keep hanging in there. They're hanging around. And
Harvey, great passing. Brown couldn't finish at the rim, though. Rebounded Laughlin, who gets the layup to go. Good hustle from the Naperville North Huskies. Charles Schlick with it now.
And a tough one there for Grant, because that was a loose ball that they could have gotten, loose ball rebound.
Schlick from deep. Can't get that one to fall. Wolkowitz tried to save it, but he was out of bounds, so it'll be Naperville North basketball. Brown to inbound. Here is Miles Acoin. Zitko with it, over to Brown. He gets a clean look, passes out, nice dribble move. Harvey can't get the reverse layup to go. Had a good look at the rim, I'm sure he wants that one back. Braylon Gray with it now. Schlick to Wolkowitz. We're clear with it. Trying to push Brown off of him. Wolkowitz now to Gray. Down low to Schlick. Schlick couldn't get the layup to go. His putback is no good either, but he was fouled. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Fouls on Husky number 12, Zitko. His first, team third.
Foul was on Jack Zitko. That was his first of the game.
Schlick really active. He does a lot of stuff. He looks like he just plays bigger than he is.
And his free throw is up and good. As Houghton will come out and Demarion Smith will check back in.
Now Houghton gave him some great minutes, a lot of great energy, did a lot of little things to help them stay in this ball game.
Schlick's second is no good as Harvey gets the rebound. O'Coin will bring it up for the Huskies. Finds Brown in the middle. Brown drives, gives it to Laughlin on the cut, who finishes at the rim. A 7-point lead now for the Huskies. They started to extend their lead again. Gray over to Smith.
Yep.
Smith walked on the catch. Just got a little too ahead of himself before he actually had possession of the basketball.
He did, and then on the previous possession, Naperville North, great job breaking down the defense and finding the open man there by Brown, finding Laughlin for the layup.
Zitko, bounce pass to Acoin. Acoin getting to the middle of that trap. Had Laughlin in the corner, couldn't find him. Brown mid-range pull up. Laughlin rebounds. Loose ball, scrap for it. And they'll say that LeClaire was out of bounds when he possessed it, so it will be Husky basketball.
Yeah, what a surprise that Harvey was right there diving on the floor for the loose ball right in the mix of everything.
I don't know if I'd really want him diving on me, but...
I don't think so either.
Acoin to inbound, taken away by Schlick. Schlick on the fast break. Can't get around Brown. Smith gets the board, but we're gonna get a jump ball. As some good transition defense there by Antonio Brown after the inbound turnover.
Yeah, and again, another tough break there. Grant with a chance to to cut into the deficit to 5.
Under a minute here in the first half, a 7-point lead for Naperville North, 24-17 over the Grant Bulldogs. Miles Acoin with the basketball, under 45 seconds to go. And we have a timeout by Gene Nolan in Naperville North. He'll take a 30-second timeout. Clearly didn't like what he saw.
No, and Grant switched to a man-to-man there too. So for all of your heating and cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes.
39 seconds to go here in the first half. A 7-point lead for Naperville North. Grant seemed to be cutting it down. They got it to, I believe, 3 points at one point here in the second quarter, and Naperville North just kind of punching them right back after Grant gives them a few blows.
Yeah, it's and again a little bit like the last game that we just saw with Crystal Lake South and Bartlett, where although that had more big runs in it than this one did, but Naperville North seems to just kind of have that answer every time Grant keeps getting close. And Grant's had some opportunities. And they keep getting some opportunities, and they just can't quite convert to really, either get within a possession or even tie the ball game.
A coin will bring it up for the Huskies. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Brown with it, he'll give back to a coin. Laughlin now has it. Out to Brown. Brown kind of sized up the shot like he was going to take it, but clearly the Huskies are holding for that final shot. 10 seconds to go. Brown being pressured by Gray. Gray knocks it away. The Huskies are going to have to go. 8 seconds to go. They're slowing it down. A coin drives, knocks Gray down. Mid-range shot is no good. Bosworth wanted a charging call on that. I think you could have given it to him as a coin. Seemed a little out of sorts on the dribble drive there, knocking Gray over. But nevertheless, the shot didn't go, so it doesn't really matter either way.
He definitely cleared some space there, but nice job defensively by Grant on that last possession to, knock the ball into the backcourt, kind of throw them out of their, out of what they wanted to do there on the final possession.
And we have a first half highlight reel from a pretty entertaining first half. 24-17 for Naperville in this first half. And it's been kind of everybody for Naperville North. It hasn't been one guy. It's been Carson Laughlin. Miles Coyne has got his name in there. Antonio Brown with some shots. And Jack Zitko as well. And Will Harvey on the defensive end, especially making his presence known.
Yeah, it really has. It's a total balanced effort right now with a coin is leading with 7 points, but you've got all 5 starters with 4 or 5 points, so it's a real balanced attack. And for Grant, it's been Charles Schlicht who's had 7, but I think they really, probably one of the big things that they really want to do is try to get Braylon Gray going. He's only got 3 points. He's only taken about 3 shots, and they really need him, to get some things rolling offensively, the returning all-tournament player from last year.
Right, and they definitely need to stay in control on offense. It seems that sometimes they get a little rushed with that press. Like, we've seen it with Demarion Smith. He's got a few charges, and he's taking some kind of, rushed floaters here, just kind of trying to break through the press and seeing a little open lane and immediately taking the first shot he sees.
Yeah, and again, I think the good thing is it's a good, it's a tight game, and Grant is really hanging in there. They fell behind 9-0, but they've really rebounded from that and hung tough. And it'll be an interesting second half, kind of like that last game we had. Can Naperville North, can they extend their lead here with their zone press? What adjustments does Grant make with that to try and get some better shots and to get Gray a little more involved in the action?
We will find that out in the second half. 24-17, the Naperville North Huskies over the Grant Bulldogs at the end of the first half as we send it to the break. Welcome back into the main gym here at Jacobs High School for the 2024 edition of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. We're here in Game 6 today between the Grant Bulldogs and the Naperville North Huskies. And before we start the second half, it's a 24-17 lead for the Huskies. And we have a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, don't forget this game brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today.
Grant will start with the basketball. Braylon Gray with it. He'll give to Wolkowitz. Over to Matt LeClaire. In the corner, he's being pressured pretty hard by Will Harvey. Gray dribble drive, gets it poked away. Picks it up in the corner and will bounce it out to Schlicht. Over to Wolkowitz. Schlicht was really the main scorer for Grant that first half, had 7 points. As Wolkowitz with it, he'll pick it up. Give to Schlicht again.
Yeah, need to see if they can get Gray going. He only had 3 points, 1 of 3 shooting after, and he's averaged 18 in the last 5.
Nice bounce pass there by Braylon Gray on the baseline drive to a cutting to Marion Smith for the lay-in. And a quick 2 for Grant there. As it's Laughlin with it for the Huskies, now Aucoin. Aucoin has really been the table setter, it seems, for the Huskies on offense.
Yeah, he's got 7, balanced attack, though. Neither team has shot the ball that well tonight. Grant was 7 of 21 in the first half, and Naperville North was 10 of 25.
Aucoin dribble drive. Nice dump down pass to Harvey. He'll give it to Zitko from deep. The 3 is no good. Zitko has really struggled from deep today. He's had a lot of good open looks. He's only really hit 1 of them, I believe. Gray from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Zitko.
Good look for Gray, just can't get it to fall right now.
He's really got to get going for Grant if they want to have a good shot at winning this one. Brown with it, dribble drive, kick out to Laughlin. Zitko from the corner, he'll try his luck again. Can't get that one to fall either. You can see the frustration on his face, but he takes it away there. And he stepped out of bounds by his tippy toes there. Had a steal, almost got it. Really a 2-on-1 fast break, it looked like, going the other way.
Yeah, Naperville North's had some great looks here too to extend their lead and hasn't been able to connect either.
Demarion Smith over to Gray. Back to Smith, Wolkowitz with it. To Smith. Smith has it up top. Dribble drive, layup, no good, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2 as there was a foul. It'll be on Will Harvey.
Number 22, Will Harvey. His first team.
That's his first foul of the game.
Demarion Smith at the line. 2 shots.
As Demarion Smith will shoot 2. His first is good.
And a great take there by Smith. You know, he struggled a little bit from the field in the first half, but he gets some good looks. He's aggressive taking the ball to the rim, and if he can finish some of these, that's going to make a huge difference for Grant here too.
His second is no good, but rebounded by LeClaire, but they're going to call a loose ball foul.
Tough call there.
On Matt LeClaire.
His second team.
It looked like he had a certain offensive rebound, but instead it's a loose ball foul. I believe it was on Matt LeClaire. I don't know.
It looked like it was. Yeah, Wayne Bosworth did not like the call.
Aucoin gives it to Laughlin. Back to Aucoin. Grant starting to trap a little bit here off their press. And they're going to get him for a travel. As Aucoin went a little out of control to the basket, Demarion Smith got his hands on it. And they're going to say he traveled.
Yeah,
Smith really,
Smith's really come on, and he's really playing some solid ball here to start the second half.
As I was saying, Zitko almost took it away from Braylon Gray in the front court. As Wolkowitz was on the drive. Errant pass is taken away by Brown. As here comes Aucoin. He missed a wide open Will Harvey down low, but he finds Zitko in the corner. Zitko dribble drive. Layup is good. He didn't want to go for the corner 3 again, so instead he drove to the rim and got 2. Smith getting trapped. He gives it to Gray. Gray, kick out LeClaire. One more pass to Schlicht. Schlicht gives it back to LeClaire in the corner. Back to Schlicht. Wolkowitz with it. Over to Demarion Smith. Demarion Smith dribble drive. Brown trying to take it away. Smith keeps it. Gives to Wolkowitz. Wolkowitz will try his luck from deep. Banks it in. I believe that was his first three-point attempt of the game, and he banks it in.
The bank is open in Algonquin. That's his first shot of the game.
And it's only a three-point lead now for the Huskies. Harvey with it in the corner. Back to Okoye. Or not Okoye, that was to Laughlin. Now it's Okoye with it. Okoye tries to wrap it around to get to Harvey. It's knocked away. Smith on the drive. He'll finish at the other end. Running over Zitko, no call. And there's a timeout for the Naperville North Huskies, and possibly the most energy we've seen from the Grant bench all game.
Oh, how about that? And Wolkowitz again forcing the turnover down here, leading to the break for Smith.
Here's the bank.
And it's, there's the bank. Kaboom, there it
Pretty
goes.
high off the glass.
Right, top of the key, off the glass, and good. And we've got ourselves another ball game here.
Yeah, 1 point lead for Naperville North now with 4:04 remaining in the third quarter. Wolkowitz, Demarion Smith have really gotten it going here in the third without really Braylon Gray having much of an impact at all other than kind of distributing the ball.
Yeah, Naperville North has started to turn the ball over a little more too against Grant's defense, and the big thing for Grant is they're cashing in on it. So, again, and Grant's just been hanging around.
Right.
And it's like now they finally got some things going. Now can they keep it, can they get it, finally get that lead? They have not led all game. They've been down 9-0 from the start. And trying to get that, if they can get that first lead, it'll be interesting to see how Naperville North responds to that.
It will be interesting to see as now the pressure seems to really be on Naperville North. Grant's got all the momentum. They're pretty fired up. And it will be Naperville North basketball here to come out of the timeout. Brown will inbound for the Huskies as Grant comes in what looks like a 2-2-1 full court press, and they've seemed to be a little more active here in the second half with it.
They definitely do, and I know one of the things we talked about at halftime too was in terms of depth. Grant's only played about 6, Naperville North basically about 7. So how much of an impact will that have here in the second half too?
Some great ball movement there by the Huskies as Antonio Brown got it fed to him from the corner by Will Harvey, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
His third, team second. Brown at the line, 2 shots.
As I believe that foul was on Matt LeClaire, which is his third of the game.
And with their depth, that could be an issue.
Brown's first free throw is good.
Bulldogs, number 0, Cameron Hoffman.
Yeah, it was definitely LeClaire.
And he will go take a seat as Cameron Houghton comes in. And Brown knocks down the second foul shot. A 4-point lead now for the Huskies. Or 3-point lead, excuse me, 28-25. 3:45 left to go in the third. Huskies extending their trap out a little farther now. Brown coming up now, trying to get on Gray. Gray skip pass to Wolkowitz. Wolkowitz back to Gray. Back to Wolkowitz. Thought about it, isn't going to take a 3. And we'll have a kick ball on Laughlin. He was kind of hinting at it.
He was. He looked like he wanted to pull the tree. He's feeling it after banking in the first one.
Well, I was actually talking about Laughlin kicking the ball. He was kicking his foot up a couple times there on those passes back and forth.
Yeah. We'll see if Grant can find something inside here, find some penetration.
Schlick thought about it. He'll give it back to Wolkowitz. Over to Smith. Smith to Houghton. Back to Smith. Tries to find Gray. It's taken away a coin. Passes it ahead. Laughlin gets the right-hand layup to go. Nice job there by a coin to quickly spring it up ahead to Laughlin. Schlick fakes the shot, driving to the rim, and we'll have a...
Looks like a blocking foul. Looks like they got him with the body underneath.
Yeah, it will be a block on Will Harvey.
Flop warning.
Oh, flop warning, actually.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if I've heard that before, but
No.
could have heard it called a few times earlier.
Definitely.
Wolkovitz from the corner. It's good! Brandon Wolkovitz with 2 threes here in the third quarter. And it's a 2-point game, just like that again. The coin gets it knocked away by Gray. Gets it over. Here's Brown. Brown tries to kick it out. Houghton takes it away. Here goes Gray. Coast to coast and gets the layup to go. And we are tied here with 2:25 left in the third quarter.
All the way back from that 9-0 start. Houghton again, he's given him some great minutes off the bench.
Brown to Laughlin. Laughlin with the answer is good. Carson Laughlin puts the Huskies back on top here. We got ourselves a real good ball game here.
I tell you, Brown does a great job when he gets the ball in the lane, finding guys and making the right decision.
Gray out to Wolkovitz. Smith with it. Smith dribble drive. And they're going to get a Harvey for another blocking foul. Smith kind of seemed a little out of control on that one, but gets away with it a little bit, draws the foul. And Rizwan Zubair will come back in for Miles Acoin, as well as number 24, Drew Kessler for Will Harvey, with 1:50 left to go in the third quarter. Houghton gives it to Bray out of the inbounds. He'll give to Schlick. Schlick thought about it. Gives it to Wolkovitz. Here's Gray. Gray dribble drive. Kicks out. Smith dribble drive. He tries to kick out to Wolkovitz, who will retain the ball. Pump fake. Got the guy to jump. Didn't really do anything with it. Houghton back out. Wolkovitz for 3 again, and it is good! Brandon Wolkovitz, 3 threes in a row here in the third quarter.
Hadn't even taken a shot in the first half.
And we are tied. They were saying shooter every time he got the ball, and I was kind of wondering why, and now I found out. Zubair has it for the Huskies. Looking for somebody. He'll give it to Kessler. Kessler gives to Laughlin. The Huskies looking for another answer. Zubair from the corner. Rims out. Laughlin with the offensive rebound. He'll drive. Gets it back off a tip pass. Zubair drives into some trouble. Gives it to Laughlin. Pull up midi. No good. Rebounded by Schlicht. But we have a foul, a loose ball foul under the hoop. I believe it was Drew Kessler. And Miles Acoin will come back in for Zubair for the Huskies. It'll be Grant basketball with 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter and a chance to take a lead before the fourth.
And something Grant hasn't had a chance to do all game.
Smith with it. He'll drive. No thought about slowing down for the final shot here. Houghton. Schlick, no good. Smith offensive rebound, it's good! Demarion Smith gets the layup to go, 5 seconds. Good look for a coin. No good. And Grant with a 35-33 lead here at the end of the third quarter.
What a, what a comeback they've made. Now the big thing is, do they have enough left here for these last 8 minutes to finish it off? But really impressive what they're doing here, what they did in that third quarter.
This break is brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. And yeah, what a third quarter where we got Brandon Wolkovitz coming out of nowhere, and after banking his first three-point attempt for a make, just draining the next two like it's nothing.
Well, it was like that one was that was what that got them started. It seemed like it finally gave them some real energy, some life. Like they've been close, hanging around, and just couldn't quite get enough to go offensively. You know, would get a chance, miss, and now you can just see the energy is totally different. Both ends of the floor. You know, they're really doing a great job closing out on the boards. And, you know, yeah, Wolkowitz had obviously the 3 threes and 9 points there, but also Demarion Smith had, you know, 7 points in that quarter and some great stuff as well. He's got 9 points now. So, like I said, we're pretty fortunate. We've had 2 good ones here, and this one looks like we're going to come down to the wire here.
The Huskies will start with possession of the basketball. A coin will bring it up. At one point they were up 9 points. They're up 9 points at the end of the first quarter. But now they are no longer in the lead as Grant has a 2-point lead here in this final frame. Brown on the dribble drive, kicks out a coin, fakes the good look, and they're gonna get Smith for a foul after a coin slipped. Smith can't believe it, hands on the head. As Will Harville will come back in for Drew Kessler. Smith still in with the hands on the head there.
Well, that could be to catch his breath a little bit too. I mean, obviously they've, you know, it's pretty extended a lot of energy here in that third quarter.
Brown looking for someone to give it to. He gives to Harvey. Harvey also looking for someone to give it to. Grant playing some really physical, good defense
here. They really are. Yeah, Gray getting in. He's really, there he goes.
Knocked away, but he was out of bounds when he saved it.
But the activity level is so much higher now for them. You could see that, like you were wondering earlier, you know, it just didn't seem like they had a lot of energy defensively. Now it's totally different.
A coin with it. He'll give over to Laughlin. Laughlin's hit a couple threes in this one. He gives to Brown. Looking to decipher this zone. But really, it looks like, yeah, they are in the zone still. Laughlin gets a clean look, no good. And it was tipped by a coin, and it's out of bounds. They had a shot at the offensive rebound there, but couldn't haul it in. And so it will be Grant Bulldog basketball. And
the shooting struggles that Naperville North's had from beyond the arc, too, continue to just be an issue for them offensively.
Gray with it. Dribble drive, kick out. Here's Demarion Smith on the drive. Can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul on the floor. It'll be a block.
Fouls on Husky, number 12, Zitko.
On Jack Zitko, that's his second. 6:40 to go here in the final frame.
And Grant just looks like at a different pace offensively, too.
Indeed they do. As Schlicht has it, gives to Wolkowitz. Gray hovering around the free throw line a little bit. Now he'll get it up near the right wing. Wolkowitz with it now. Back to Gray. He'll fake the drive, give it to Wolkowitz. Gives it right back to him. He'll give it to Demarion Smith. Kicks out Wolkowitz for 3 again. No good. There's the heat check.
Big time there.
As here's Miles O'Coin. Bounce pass to Will Harvey. Nice find by Miles O'Coin. A really nice find there. As Will Harvey puts it in for 2 and ties us up at 35 again with 5:48 to go. Schlicht. Pressured by a coin. Gray will pull up from deep. Another air ball for him as his 3-point shooting struggles really continue.
Yeah, it's been tough, and they're not bad looks, but just way off for whatever reason. He just has not been able to find it.
Laughlin with it. Coin now has it. Houghton and Gray trying to apply a little pressure. He gives him Antonio Brown in the middle. Brown, step through move. And one. At first I thought they were going to call it travel, but it's an and one. A nice move there by Antonio Brown to kind of fake the pass and then step through with the floater, deal with the contact, and finish through it.
And he's done a great job when he gets that ball in the lane, making decisions, either kicking it out or, like right there, fake the kick out and take the ball to the rack.
We have a full timeout by Coach Bosworth and the Grant Bulldogs. And with that timeout, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors.
Yeah, wondering what your home is worth? Well, thinking about relocating or just curious about the Fox Valley real estate scene? Drop Ann and Rachel a text and let's chat today. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text Ann and Rachel today at 847-946-6654.
So the Huskies taking the lead back here with that and one bucket by Antonio Brown. Not to be confused with obviously former NFL wide receiver and kind of crazy guy Antonio Brown. He seems a lot more calm if you ask me.
Yeah, he definitely does. Yeah, and again, he's been making some really good decisions when they are able to break Grant's defense down, break out from their pressure, get him the ball in the lane, which seems like that's what they want to do. He can kick it out to a three. Now, they're not hitting threes, so it probably is right there. That's a great decision to take the ball to the hole.
And we'll come out of timeout. 5:25 left in this one. Naperville North with only one foul so far in this quarter, as Grant has 2. Reminder that 5 fouls, once a team accumulates 5 fouls, the other team will be shooting free throws for the rest of the quarter. Brown's foul shot is good as he converts to and one, and a 3-point lead again for the Huskies.
Yeah, Brown now with 9 points. Got about, I think, 3 or 4 assists, too.
Wolkovitz with it. He gives to Schlick. Schlick bounce past Gray. How to Gray, fumbles the basketball there. That could have been really dangerous.
Yep.
Fumbles again on the handle, and he'll give it up to Schlick. Schlick dribbling through the zone a little bit. Now Gray has it. The Huskies kind of coming out with a lot more energy here in this defensive zone.
Yeah, they definitely are, and Schlick has not been able to get much going either. Whoa.
Ooh, almost an over and back there as Schlick is able to save it. Gray gets it down low. He gets the bucket to go, and the foul. And one for Braylon Gray. And he gets a chance to tie it up at the free throw line after a near turnover.
His first team.
As Matt LeClaire will come back into the game for Cameron Houghton, who was in a little bit of foul trouble earlier.
That's the kind of play that could get, could get Gray going too.
Indeed. Gray takes his time and knocks down the free throw. So we're tied up once again at 38 with 4:37 to go here. Laughlin bounce pass to Antonio Brown. He gives to Coyne. The Coyne didn't want to shoot it. He gets to Harvey. Now back to Brown in the middle. Out to a Coyne. They got plenty of options. Laughlin thought about it. Won't take the three. Over to Zitko. Zitko dribbles through to Brown in the corner. Back to Zitko. Skip pass over to a Coyne. Floater doesn't go, but it'll be a block. Another foul on LeClaire. I believe that's his 4th. And a Coyne will go and shoot 2.
It isn't a good call. He did not quite get right in front on the position on the baseline drive. Good call there by Troy Whalen, also the Grays Lake Central baseball coach, veteran official, does a great job. And here we go, chance to break the tie.
First is no good for a Coyne. It's a big miss here with 4:01 left. Every point counts at this point, especially in such a back and forth game we've had in about the last 12 minutes, really. And he misses both. Gray with the rebound, he'll push it ahead. Gray, dribble it out. Gives it to Schlick. Schlick tries to find Hound down low, almost taken away. He gets to Smith down low, who gets the layup to go. Demarion Smith with the layup off the Caleb Houghton pass.
Great ball movement there all through that defense to get a great shot.
Here's Laughlin with it. Gives to Brown. Brown thought about the shot. He gives to Harvey. Kicks out a coin. Will try his luck from deep. Yes! Miles O'Coin answers
30-second timeout, Naperville North.
with a big-time three as Naperville North takes the lead back, and we'll have a 30-second timeout for Naperville North.
Yeah, and O'Coin had missed not only five shots in a row, but the 2 free throws just before that. But great pass, great kick out from Harvey on the baseline to find him open. And yeah, here we go, 41-40.
41-40 is right. 3:25 left in this one. It has been an exciting game. And we want to let you know that fourth quarter action is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express Online Buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com.
Well, and now we'll see if Grant can kind of have that same patience that they had on that last possession to find a really good shot. You know, to find Smith or maybe even Gray, find Gray inside.
Right.
Looks like now they're almost like a 3-2.
Very active, though, as well. Smith will get a blocking foul on, they'll call it on Harvey.
His third.
That's his third of the game. So both teams with 3 fouls here in the fourth quarter. Houghton looking around the inbound, gives it to Wolkowitz. He'll give it out to Gray, who gives it to Smith. Schlick with it. Ooh, nice crossover move. Pull up mid-range, rims out. Would have been a good shot if he could get it to go after a really nifty move.
Good, yeah, great look, just and in and out.
A coin now. Coin dribbles into a trap, gets out of it. Nice pass to Laughlin. Harvey gets the layup to go. And the Huskies extend their lead to 3 points with 2:45, a little bit less than 2:45 to go. Wolkowitz with it, gives it back to Gray. Obviously, if you're Grant, you don't need the three-pointer at all yet.
Oh.
I'll be doing it. We'll do Antonio Brown for Naperville North if they win.
Foul on Husky number
And
3,
if
Laughlin.
Grant wins,
His
we'll do
third,
Demarion
team
Smith.
fourth.
Houghton off the inbound, gives it to Smith. Over to Wolkowitz, back to Smith. Wolkowitz thought about the pass to Houghton, gives it back to Smith. More hot potato up there as they can't really decipher this zone defense.
Oh.
And we'll have a reach-in foul.
And that's 5. That'll go send them to the line.
His third, team fifth. Gray at the line. 2 shots.
Gray will shoot 2 for the Bulldogs.
Touch long on the first one, but still, if he can make this one, get him within 2.
He knocks down the second.
Grant
It is
pressure.
a 2-point game. Grant coming on pressure, needs a turn. Definitely want to turn over here.
That was almost a 10-second call there.
Laughlin to Coin. A Coin.
Oh,
Almost a little wraparound.
Yeah.
Nice pass to Laughlin, who finishes it. Gray certainly wanted the hook call, but he won't get it. Schlicked with it. Houghton thought about it. Wolkowitz also kind of had a little bit of a clean look, but they're not going to rush. 1:30 to go. They're down 4. Smith around the rim. Floater's no good. Houghton on some hustle, and it'll be Naperville North ball after it touches a party of hands. Down to the wire here with 1:27 left to go. A 4-point lead for the Huskies. Laughlin will give to Antonio Brown. Harvey with it. And the Huskies are going to look to move it around and hold the ball. Laughlin. Grant's really got to start pressuring. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're going to have to get up. They're going to, yeah, there you go.
And there's a foul by Schlicht on a coin. With 1:06 to go. 45-41 Naperville North. And they have the ball.
Winner trying to get to that 6 o'clock quarterfinal on Monday against Crystal Lake South.
Coin with it. Ooh,
yeah.
Dangerous pass. Laughlin, now to Brown. Laughlin, there's a foul by Smith. Really can't be that bad of a thing, though, if you're Grant, because really have allowed them to waste a ton of time here. As Coach Bosworth and the Bulldogs will take another timeout, a 30-second timeout with 47 seconds left to go. 45-41. If you're Grant, you're really letting them waste a lot of time here without fouling or really even putting any pressure on the ball handler.
Yeah, you know, and they had some great chances too to get within to take the lead and then to cut into the lead, and Naperville North has been able to make the right decisions here down the stretch in the last 3.5 minutes.
They have indeed. Both teams with over 5 fouls, so that will mean that either squad will be going to the free throw line if they are able to pick up a foul. So that means Naperville North will be shooting free throws here, as it will be Carson Laughlin who is shooting those.
Yeah, Laughlin, these will be his first free throw attempts of the night.
Two big free throws here. We kind of got a party of Naperville North players helping clean up the court.
Little spilled water apparently, and
two big free throws here for Laughlin. First is good. Extends the lead to 5. Second is rims out. Only a 5-point lead for the Huskies. Gray brings it up. Schlicht, floater, yes! Charles Schlicht with a big shot. It's a 3-point lead now for the Huskies. McCoy brings it up. Bounce pass over to Zitko.
Oh!
Harvey couldn't handle the pass. It's taken back by Wolkowitz and the Bulldogs. 20 seconds to go, and a 3-point lead for the Huskies.
Are they
Grant
going to
needs
play
a
it out?
3. Timeout by Bosworth with 11 seconds. I think really all opportunity for a 2-for-1 there is gone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could tell it was like, I don't know if he wanted to initially see if we could play it out, maybe get a 2, but I think obviously you could see things stalling out and needed to take one of his timeouts. They still have one left after this. The interesting question here is, if you're Naperville North, I don't know how they typically play this, but do you foul and not give up the 3? How do you want to play that?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. As during this timeout, we'd like to thank our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, locally owned and operated since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today and enjoy the return of the McRib through December 30th. Also, enjoy Krispy Kreme donuts that are delivered fresh daily as well.
So we know Wolkowitz, he hit the 3 threes in the in the third quarter. LeClaire hit one early, has been in foul trouble, but if I can tell, it looks like on the bench like he may be in on this possession.
I believe he is.
He's an option. I think Gray typically, I know he is not, he's not been very close on the threes he's attempted, but it looks like he would be an option too. And again, well, it'll be interesting to see what Naperville North does. Do they, is this a situation where they typically would foul in this case, or are they just going to play it out defensively and see what happens?
It's a good question. You definitely could foul up 3 here, make them take 2 free throws, and then force them to foul you as well and waste more time. Wolkowitz will inbound for the Bulldogs. Will they be looking for a really quick 3? Nobody open.
Yeah, they get
And a 5-second call.
My.
A 5-second call, and the Huskies will take the ball. Wow. That was the last thing you could have happen there.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 10.
As Leclerc will come out and Demarion Smith will also come out. Number 10, Heath Berryman, will come in for his first action of the game. LeCoin gets it, and he's quickly fouled by Gray. 10 seconds to go. A 3-point lead for the Huskies, and LeCoin has a shot to extend that lead to obviously a 2-possession lead, but even 5. But he did miss 2 free throws earlier.
He did, and tough break there for Grant. Just couldn't get the ball, but great defense by Naperville North not to let them get anything.
His first is good. That makes it a 2-possession game, a 4-point game with 10 seconds to go. As Leclerc and Smith will come right back in. Both of them were in foul trouble. So Bosworth just trying to kind of shift lines so that they don't foul out here late in the game, as they're 2 of their main guys. And the Huskies will take a full timeout.
And Grant still has 1 timeout, so they could, if they want, try and get in for a quick 2, depending on what happens. I'm sure for Naperville North, the big thing that Gene Nolan is saying, no fouls. Certainly on a 3, you don't want to foul. But hey, just play it straight up.
This timeout sponsored by Darryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Darryl Barnes Photography at darrylbarnes.com. We got a little photo finish here.
It's been another great, this has definitely been the best game of the tournament so far. We had a good one, the last one, where Crystal Lake South was able to pull away and move into the quarterfinals. This one has been, especially down the stretch here, since about late in the 3rd quarter, when Grant was able to tie it, got a couple of leads. Naperville North has responded, and here we are, 10 seconds left. Naperville North a chance to extend the lead to 5.
Indeed. It'll be tough to see what Grant does if they're able to extend it to 5, because then you definitely got to hit the 3 so that if you do foul, you still have a chance if he misses a free throw.
It's a tough situation for him.
Coin second is good. A 5-point lead. Gray will have to bring it ahead and quickly get a shot up. He'll shoot it from way deep, short, rebounded by Harvey. No, Smith takes it away. 3 ball, no good, rebounded. And the Huskies escape with a win here. Emphasis on escape, as at one point they held a 9-point lead, had that lead taken from them, and were able to just claw back to take the win here.
Well, they had the big start and the big finish. Started off the game 9-0. Grant recovered, got the lead, led 40-38. A coin hit the 3 to put them ahead for good. And that helped Naperville North close out on a 10-3 run and move into the quarterfinals on Monday at 6 o'clock, where they're going to play the 3rd seed Crystal Lake South. Grant, a real tough effort. I mean, they've had some tough losses, but you can tell, again, if they play like this, they're going to do some good things down the road.
I will be doing the post-game interview, so I will let my dad finish out the recap. We will be joining you again on Monday for more Hinkle Holiday Classic action. Thank you for joining us.
And we had a great one here again, 48-43. Naperville North edging Grant. Great balance from Naperville North. This was their first time in the tournament, so they did a a great job to make to the quarterfinals. Grant, they will play Bartlett in the consolation game on Monday at noon. I think that's going to be a really good one too. Grant should be a tough one, could make a run at a consolation championship. Make sure you stay with us on YouTube, on the Hinkle Holiday Classic YouTube channel for our final two games. We'll have the two legends, Jeff Myers and the coach, Jim Hinkle, the man the tournament is named after. They will take you home with the two big games tonight. Next one coming up, Rockford Boylan and Grays Lake Central. And thank you everybody for watching.
Hi, I'm Dylan Machachik. I'm here with our player of the game, Antonio Brown. So Antonio, you guys saw off the game with a 9-point lead in the first quarter, but Grant really clawed back and made it difficult for you guys. What were you kind of, as a team, telling each other when they were clawing back to keep yourselves in it?
We were just mainly talking about having like good defense, staying in front of our defender, and not playing like too selfish and like stay calm.
Emphasis on the unselfishness of your team. You guys really balanced out the scoring between the guards, just between everybody, and you were really distributing the ball, getting the ball in the middle with the zone. What was kind of your mindset with making a lot of good passes while also looking for good shots yourself?
I was mainly just thinking about the whole team and just like the outcome of like winning in general. Where like I just want to like stay calm, play with my team, don't be selfish, and take like don't take selfish shots for myself.
Thank you, Antonio.
Thank you.
Great game.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for Game 7 today of the 2024 edition of the Hinkle Holiday Classic up next.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. Ann and Rachel Realtors, the hometown real estate team that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your needs, and your dreams. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text them today at 847-946-6654. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.